up guys, it's your girl Cam and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here then welcome, and I really hope you join the Cam fam by hitting that subscribe button down below. And as you can see, I'm just kind of like at a 0 right now and I have to get ready to do a lot today. So we're doing a chit chat get ready with me today because I just, couldn't get myself together to put a video for you guys and like take the notes that I really want to on videos. I'm also just like in the middle of testing out some products that I want to review for you, but I'm not like entirely complete with my process in that. And so yeah, today I just have so much to do. I need to go pick up some bedding that I like pre-ordered at Macy's, and I'm meeting up with a friend of mine from college. Shout out to Jillian. And I also have a follow-up appointment with my endodontist today, which is fantastic. If you're unfamiliar with that, it's basically a root canal doctor. And I had a root canal done last year, and so I was supposed to go back in the fall for my follow-up, and I just completely got so caught up in work and everything, and just with it being cold outside, I forgot to make an appointment. So I finally made the appointment. I'm getting that done today and getting the x-rays done. And so hopefully my root canal has stayed intact and not failed, because if it did fail, that means that I need surgery, which is not something I'm looking forward to. They would have to like cut into my gums and try to get the infection out that way. So hopefully it does not come to that, and I just get the x-rays done and everything's fine and that chapter is just closed in my life. But anyway, so yeah, I have to get ready for the day, and instead of just scrapping a video from being too busy, I decided to just kind of talk to you guys while I get ready for the day. Don't worry, it's not like I'm running out of video ideas. In fact, I have so many video ideas that like I really want to get to the point where I can have kind of like a permanent filming setup and just be able to do even more than one video a week. But right now with work, I don't have the time to. With space, I just keep having to take the setup down and put it back up every time I want to film. So I really don't feel like it's possible to do more than one video a week. And sometimes I just get so busy that like as much as I don't want to, I think I skipped a week like 2 weeks ago, and I felt so bad. And it's not that I have nothing to do a video on, it's just that life is crazy right now. And so I figured I would just talk to you guys about the craziness, because hello, that's real life, that's part of what I want to do with my YouTube channel, is not make it so YouTube and like perfect and everything is fantastic all the time. It's like, no, like stuff happens, whether it's with life, whether it's even with products that you're testing. So there's a lot going on. I'm still tired. I'm sorry. I feel so unpresentable right now, but yeah, this is just life. What time is it right now? It's like 10:13. I woke up, I had like 2 or 3 cups of coffee, and clearly that was not enough because I'm used to having like energy drinks with 300 milligrams of caffeine at least like twice a day. So this is not enough for me right now. Yeah, I'm just really tired. And I watched the finale of The Bachelorette on Hulu this morning. So I want to talk to you guys about that because I have a lot of thoughts. And if you haven't seen the finale yet, then there's going to be spoilers. So, if you're not caught up yet, do that first. But yeah, all right, I guess let's get started. And because I'm talking to you and I haven't even started doing my makeup for the day. So I'm going to be using this little sample that I have of the Smashbox. What is this? The Photo Finish Primer. I don't like little samples like this. Like, I'm going to go actually on a business trip to Dallas in September that I also want to talk about. And I'm definitely not going to be bringing like little, paper samples like this with me, because I just feel like they're so annoying, and that like you have to like kind of keep them upright and make sure they don't spill, especially if it's something that's more liquidy. So I don't really enjoy these kinds of samples. I much prefer like the little tubes of samples, and that's what I'm going to be bringing with me to Dallas. But oh my gosh, see, and like the edge of the sample like dried, so now it's like I put dried primer on my face and it's peeling immediately. So that's why I don't like those kinds of samples. But I guess we put a little more on, and but okay, let me try to like even this out. Oh my gosh, it's really pilling. And I think I have like 5 of these. So I definitely need to go through and use them because I just don't like those kinds of samples. All right, hopefully that didn't mess up my makeup. It's supposed to help it, and I just feel like it's already pilling, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. So one of the products that I am testing is a couple of self-tanners to show you guys that are really affordable drugstore self-tanners that I've been loving recently. And so I used the lighter shade of it. So I feel like right now I'm a little too dark to be using my Skin 79 BB cream, and I'm still a little too light to be using something that I picked up, which is the It Cosmetics CC cream, and this one's in the color medium, which will match me when I use like the darker tan, which is probably what I'm gonna end up choosing as my staple tan because this one's just still a little light. But I'm gonna review it anyway for people interested in both a very dark tan and then a more medium tan. So I think I'm gonna try to mix these 2 shades right here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Skin 79 and then mix it with a little bit of the It Cosmetics just to warm it up and darken it up a little bit. Right, and so I guess the first thing that I kind of just want to dive into is the whole train wreck that was the ending of The Bachelorette. So I'm weird in that I like to read spoilers about it from Reality Steve, and then I still watch along with the season even though I'm already spoiled as to like what happens. But I guess I just like watching it play out, you know what I mean? So I already knew kind of like what was going to happen. The fact that, you know, the original spoiler was that she picked Tyler, and I was very happy about that. And then basically he changed the spoiler so that she does end up with Jed. And even before like the whole girlfriend thing came out, I was like not happy about that because like I'm really good at reading people, and like I especially like watching The Bachelor and The Bachelorette because I'm just so into love, and I almost want to be like a love counselor because like, you know, I like helping friends with when they're stuck between, you know, trying to find a relationship or picking somebody to be in a relationship with. I've always enjoyed helping my friends with that and helping them make the best decisions for themselves. And so just kind of like I have a great relationship myself, so I kind of feel sometimes like I'm a little bit of like a love expert. That's part of why I love watching this show. And even before the whole girlfriend thing came out, I was just like, I really don't like this Jed character. And part of it was the whole music thing too. Like I was trying to make it in the music industry myself for a very long time. And personally, like obviously I would never go on the show because I'm very happily married. But I'm just saying, like if I was a contestant on a show like that and I wanted to demonstrate the fact that I wasn't like just in it for music, especially, you know, after he made that confession, I wouldn't have gone to the lengths that he did where it was just time after time he whips out his guitar and performs. And to me that's just like really disrespectful as far as like her journey to find a love is, you know. Like I understand that that's a way that you can express love to somebody, especially as a musician. Like yeah, I've serenaded my husband, but those are very like personal, private moments. And I just feel like, especially if you want to make your intentions clear as to the fact that you're not just there for yourself, you're there for her, I would have kept that to the fantasy suite and serenaded her there and not made such a big ordeal out of it and like, yeah, whipped it out every time that you had the opportunity to. It was just, it smelled so opportunistic to me. So even before the whole girlfriend thing, which like, to me, that's just in line with this character. Like I could totally see him doing what he did, which is having the girlfriend. She's also in the music industry, and he's saying he's gonna go on the show just, you know, for his career and to not worry, he'll be back for her. Like Hannah is actually trying to find somebody to marry, and just because you're on a show doesn't mean you go and get to self-promote. Like that's a really crappy thing to do as a person. So I already didn't like him, and after the whole girlfriend scandal came out, I was just like, wow, she really needs to dump him and hopefully reconcile with Tyler, which I really hope is happening. I really, really, really hope that they make it work, especially without the pressure of cameras and everything on them, and that he just doesn't feel like leftover seconds because he doesn't deserve that. And I really genuinely hope that she was, yeah, still in love with him. Kind of like the whole Ari situation that happened last year where he just realized he made the wrong choice. He went with the safe choice and it wasn't what his heart actually wanted. That being said, I know a lot of people want Tyler for The Bachelor, and while I do think that he's genuine in wanting love and stuff like that, I really think he's Hannah's person, so I hope that he doesn't become The Bachelor. But on that note, like, let's talk about Mike, because seriously, I think if there's ever a time that The Bachelor is gonna have a black bachelor, like its first black bachelor, it should be Mike. It's like, he's the obvious candidate to me. I think if they pick Peter, first of all, Peter's like in the same boat as Jed, having a girlfriend before leaving for the show. So, you know, don't even go there. Don't even have like another bland, dishonest bachelor. And I'm just gonna set everything, by the way, with my Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. Yeah, don't go and have like another dishonest bachelor. And Mike is so upstanding. I mean, you know, to the point where like celebrities like Demi Lovato want to date him. But I think it's just because he's like the hot topic right now. Yeah, I just really hope that he becomes The Bachelor, because, I mean, besides for the fact that it would be amazing to finally have like the first black bachelor, I just think that of all the other remaining men, he has the best character. So definitely pick somebody who's also just very deserving. So yeah, that's like my 2 cents on the whole finale and everything. I really hope that Hannah and Tyler can work it out, because like, that's like her person, you know? He's been in her corner, he's been the most sincere, and I just hope that she realizes it and doesn't take him for granted, like I feel like she kind of did during the finale and everything. Alright, now for brows, I'm just going to be using my NYX micro brow pencil again in the color taupe, and just fill them in really quickly. This is nothing new. I just realized I'm like not talking during this because I'm trying to be, I don't know, I'm trying not to mess up. Sometimes I feel like I mess up my brows, and I also feel like I need to put my face like right up into my mirror to be able to do this. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna finish these off. Alright, so I do kind of feel like I messed them up a little bit, but it's fine. I'm not gonna go in and fix it with concealer because I just don't have the time for that on a regular everyday basis. So now I'm just going to jump into bronzer. I'm using the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. And so yeah, I'm really excited because I really haven't hung out with any of my friends probably in years. Like, I've been working 60, 80-hour weeks for the past like few years, and just have fallen off from contacting my friends and everything, which I feel really bad about, but like, that's life. And especially being in my situation where I just kind of feel like for my husband and I, it's a very uphill battle. I just don't have like the availability of having, you know, free time and being carefree, and very rarely get to do stuff that is fun that I actually want to do, like watch The Bachelorette, for example. Like, that's the only fun that I have, is like watch like this one show basically. Otherwise, I'm just constantly working or doing stuff around the house, and it's overwhelming sometimes. Especially even something like recently where we were kind of like trying to spruce up the house, and well, it's not really a house, it's an apartment. Like, that took a lot of time, and we had a really hard time getting time off from work for it. And you know, in the end, it's kind of like we have to really see and decide whether things are worth it to even do, just because of how much time it takes away from work. And I don't have the best job, you know. It's not like I'm spending 60 to 80 hours a week working and like building something for myself. Like, I'm basically just building somebody else's business for them. And that's something that we're both just really tired of doing. Basically what my job is I do pre-foreclosure inspections. It's a really rough job in the fact that like the work like has to be done the next day. It gets assigned overnight. So basically I can't plan a day off. I can't really plan, you know, any time off or take a vacation off. And I just feel like I always have to be available and have like everyday availability essentially. I'm always covering for people in other areas, so we're putting a bunch of miles in our car and spending a lot of money on gas. And like, yeah, it's all write-offs, but we're still not making enough to even like need to write off that much. You know, it's not really like we have a fully fledged business doing this. And so that's kind of like what we're even like in the middle of doing right now, is trying to set up an LLC and set up our own legitimate business where basically we can take on the role of what our boss does, and then actually, you know, train people properly and give them the proper support. Because it's really annoying that I feel like we have to do all the work, and then any concern that we have, we can't even get a hold of people to be able to express that concern. But when they want something from us, then, you know, they come calling, and all of a sudden it's like they're not going straight to voicemail and stuff. And so for highlight, I'm going to be using the Artist Couture highlighter in the color Gold Digger. And I'm just going to spray my brush with some setting spray, because with a loose highlighter, like, you kind of have to do that. So yeah, anyway, we're really tired of it. And then that's why beginning of September, we actually are going to a convention for the industry to be able to just get work ourselves and, you know, finally be able to build our own company. We need to like incorporate, I guess, and start our own LLC. So we're trying to figure all of that out. And it's exciting, but it's also scary, and it takes a lot of initial investment to be able to do something like that. And yeah, it's a risk, but that's kind of my point. Like, what I wanted to talk about a little bit, especially with the fact that we were doing renovations to the apartment, is that like, this isn't even my apartment, it's my family's apartment. And I'm not gonna like lie about my situation or pretend I'm somebody that I'm not, because I feel like a lot of people on YouTube do that. And I just want to be honest, even though it's not glamorous and, you know, not something I don't know exactly to look up to, but maybe it's relatable to somebody. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the point of YouTube. So basically, like, yeah, I'm living in the living room of my family's apartment. I don't even have a bedroom. I'm sharing that with my husband. And like, the sad reality is that I'm meeting my friend Jillian, who I went to college with, and I actually ended up dropping out of that college. And I think I talked a little bit about this, but not like quite super in detail in my why I started my YouTube channel video, which I'm gonna link that up here for you if like kind of you want to, you know, hear the story of that and of my failed music career. But yeah, I'm basically a college dropout, and essentially my husband is too. He started going to a trade school, and basically like, yeah, we just realized that what we were doing was kind of pointless. I mean, we didn't know each other at the time, but you know, he decided that it wasn't worth the money that he was spending for how little he would end up making. And kind of the same thing with me. It's like, I went to NYU to what? To get a degree in music, where I can't really get a real job after that. And like, granted, I feel like at this point, oh, by the way, I'm using the NARS blush in Orgasm right now. So I feel like the way the world is right now, you almost need a bachelor's degree to basically do any job that's not just like in the service industry. And even then, sometimes you need a bachelor's degree. At least my husband, like, he has other skills and trades that, you know, he could do, but it's still not ideal. And so we're working this job right now, and we're trying to set up a business doing it basically, because otherwise, like, yeah, we would just be doomed to having minimum wage jobs. And that's not really how you're able to afford a house and a family, and both of us would have to work. And I know that that's the reality for a lot of people out there. And it's scary. Like, the fact that minimum wage hasn't changed in years, and like, I don't want to get political, I don't want to get, you know, economical in this video, but like, the standard of living, like, you really need $20 an hour at a job to be able to afford a mortgage. And the whole like way that the working economy has changed, where now, like, you know, both people need a job, both the mother and the father, and you have to pay for childcare, and that's an exorbitant cost. It's like, people are screwed out there. People are so screwed, and it's scary, and just, I'm scared for the future. So that's why I really feel like, especially being in the position that we're at, where we've dropped out of college, and I kind of feel like we're doomed to minimum wage jobs, I feel like the only way that you can get out of that situation is by starting your own business. And so that's why I really hope that we're able to secure some work after going to this convention. I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, we get like a little vacation out of it, and we haven't even really taken a vacation since our honeymoon. That was like 3 years ago, I think. We took a honeymoon to Cancun, and that was like the best time of my life, and that was amazing. We made like so many just memories that we're gonna keep with us for the rest of our lives and talk to each other about. But yeah, just the tone of this trip is gonna be completely different. It's gonna be it's do or die time, basically. And yeah, I mean, I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I actually also am scared of flying a little bit, so I'm not really excited about the fact that I have to go and fly to Texas. I'd much rather like take a train, but you know, the train systems in America are like nothing compared to the train systems in Europe or Asia. And so that's not really an option. I think what I'm actually gonna do too, just to like distract myself a little bit and liven up my mood a little bit because I'm so nervous about this trip, is probably film like a pack with me for the trip, because I don't generally travel. So I'm kind of like also like, well, how am I gonna do my hair and makeup when I'm away? And I know I need to pack travel sizes and all this other stuff. So I'm probably gonna make a video out of that. I'm probably also gonna bring this palette with me, which is my Pretty Rich palette. I just feel like it's very universal, and I could do something that's a little more glamorous and evening-y, because I do know that they're gonna have like some fancy dinners there probably, but I can also just do something very businessy and neutral, which I'm probably gonna have to do during the day. So I think today I'm gonna dip into the color, it's Cashmere right here, and just start putting this in my crease. So yeah, I'm just really excited for the trip, but really nervous because it has the potential to really, really define our future. And it's like no pressure, you know, but oftentimes when you want something so badly and when you put a lot of pressure on yourself, like you have the tendency of like pushing something away. So I'm trying to not do that, because I feel like I definitely did that with my music career. Well, failed music career, is that I wanted it so bad and desperately that I couldn't just allow myself to do it and do it fearlessly, and just I got overwhelmed with anxiety that it just fizzled, you know. And obviously this isn't such a impossible thing to try to accomplish, is starting your own business. I mean, I'm fairly confident that it's gonna go well. I'm just really nervous because obviously we're probably gonna be the youngest people there. And so I don't want our age to basically affect the way that people see us. If anything, I want it to be like, yeah, we're tech savvy and we're young and we're full of energy and we've been doing this ourselves. So we know the support and management that is lacking, and just kind of try to approach it that way rather than, I don't know. And yeah, I just feel like I have to be very positive about it and not scared, because obviously if I'm positive and excited about it, you're gonna get a better result than being, you know, anxious about something and thinking about the what ifs and imagining how you can fail, because, you know, it's all about law of attraction. And I was just recently like at a doctor's office sitting there, and they had like this poster on the wall, and it basically said positive thoughts attract positive and amazing things in your life, and they really do. And so that's definitely something that I'm gonna need to keep in mind on this business trip, and to not just put a lot of pressure on ourselves, to also try to have fun there. But basically you almost have to be nonchalant when you want something and be okay with it not happening for it to happen. You know, you can't try to force it and want it so desperately. And so this goes for everything. This even goes for trying to start a YouTube channel. Like, I'm really just doing this for fun, because even though I feel like I don't have the time to do this, this is so therapeutic to me. And, you know, I just love interacting with you guys and talking to you about stuff that I found, techniques that I found. I'm getting amazing feedback from you guys, either really enjoying my videos or offering me advice. And just, I feel like I'm making friends, and kind of feel like I don't really like have friends that I can talk to about stuff. And so you guys are my friends. Like, you're the people that I have to talk to, and you know, I want you guys to talk back so much, you know, so that I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. I think now I'm going to go into the color Oh That's Rich and just pop that in the crease to deepen it up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is, like I said, I don't really do, you know, many fun things and hang out with people. And so, I mean, I find this very fun. Like, as much as it's a little stressful for me, just in terms of making the time and literally making the space to do this, like, it's still just super fun for me. Like, right now, the fact that I'm sitting here and filming and everything is set up and I've made the time to do this, it's just kind of like I can take a deep breath and just talk to you guys and have fun. But yeah, otherwise I'm just like work. And yeah, so speaking of fun things, it's my birthday in a couple weeks, actually. I'm almost like scared to say how old I'm turning. I don't know, because I just kind of feel like my age is universal, you know? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm still in high school, and sometimes I feel like I'm like 2,000 years old and this like old wise turtle that like has so much wisdom to share. To be honest, okay, I guess I will let you know that I'm turning 29, and that feels really old to me because even though I'm married, I don't have kids yet, and I feel like I need to have had kids like yesterday. So I'm not very happy about that fact, but like I said, I'm not stable and secure enough to be able to do that, and I don't want to bring kids into this world that I don't yet know that I'm going to be able to provide for, and I sure don't have the room for even right now. So yeah, I just want to obviously wait till we have our own place for that. But so yeah, it's going to be my birthday and I'm really excited. I'm hoping that maybe I will be able to vlog some of it. I did recently buy the Osmo Action Cam, so I may be able to vlog some of it, but I don't know, because I'm going to basically this day spa in New Jersey. Again, I love like just escaping New York. It's like I dislike it here so much, you don't even understand. I could rant about it for hours, but I'm gonna spare you that because that would be annoying to you probably. But yeah, I love going to like Long Island and New Jersey as much as I can. And so I'm gonna go to New Jersey for my birthday to this like day spa. So I don't know if they're gonna let me film and vlog in there. They might. I feel like this looks weird. I feel like I'm like so distracted because I'm trying to talk and do my makeup at the same time that my blending just looks weird. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to vlog that, but I don't know if I'll be able to, or if I'll like even chicken out from doing it. But also, we're probably gonna go to the Rainforest Cafe, so that'll be fun. I've read a lot about it and like seen a lot of pictures of it, but excuse me, but never like, I don't know, I guess made plans to go because I don't really do a lot of fun stuff, like I said. So I figured it's my birthday and my husband's like, we should go. So we're gonna go and do that. I'm just gonna pop this on my lower lash line a little bit. I don't know, I feel like it's so weird to like talk and do your makeup. I'm so not used to it. I'm sure eventually I'll get the hang of it, but I just feel like it's taking me forever to do a really basic eye look, and that I'm just not doing it as well as I normally would. And so yeah, maybe I will also do like a video about like a birthday haul, because I know I'm gonna get a lot of free goodies. I'm already getting emails about things that I can go pick up kind of for my birthday. But I also have my eye on a couple things, but I don't know if I'm gonna be lucky enough to get them just because money is tight. Again, like I said, I'm living in a living room, so I'm not ballin'. Like, I'm in no means ballin', and that's why also I wanted to basically do this channel, because I think it's so important what you spend your money on and what's even worth spending your money on, and you know, to make sure you don't have like 10 million of the same thing. Like, I understand if you're a full-time YouTuber and like that's your job and you basically just get sent things to review all the time, and you just kind of have this like revolving door of products that go into your collection, get tossed out of your collection and stuff like that, but that's not like what the average person can do. And so it's a little unrealistic to basically just expect that everyone's gonna buy every single little new release, especially when a lot of things are just probably similar to things that you already have. And it's like, you really don't need to buy everything. And I even need to tell myself this, because I always see stuff and I'm like, oh, but I want this, but I want this. And it's just so easy to get caught up in that when you just start even running out of space to put things, you know? So it's very important to be discerning about what you buy and make sure that you're not blowing your entire budget on things like makeup, unless you are balling, in which case, you know, all the more power to you. Like, if that makes you happy, then do that. Now I'm just gonna dip into the color Don't Care It At All and put this on my lid. I may need to wet this brush because some of these shimmers just go on way better wet. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna use it dry because I don't want it to be like overly shimmery, to be honest with you. Like I said, again, I'm like kind of trying to practice eye looks for this conference, and so I just really want to look businessy, make myself look older, but not look, I guess, overly glammed, because just, yeah, I feel like a lot of these people are going to be very like serious, and so I don't want to go in there all glittered out and kind of making myself look younger than I am. Okay, we'll call that good enough, I guess. Now I think I'm just gonna put a little bit of liner on. I'm using the LA Girl Ultimate Eye pencil, and this is just in the color Lasting Brown. I really like these pencils. The whole LA Girl brand I kind of want to dive into a little more, because I always see it at Ulta. It's so affordable. I know everyone loves like their concealers and stuff like that, so I definitely think that maybe for some staples it'd be a good idea to take a look at their stuff. I really need to get closer to the mirror for this. Can't see anything. Man, I don't know how people do this. I feel like it's so hard to like do your makeup and talk about stuff at the same time. It's different if you're talking about what you're doing with the makeup, because I feel like that kind of helps you focus on it a little bit more. But right now I'm just kind of like even blanking as to my train of thought. Even though I kind of have notes about like things that I wanted to touch on, like, you know, going into the city, meeting with my friend and everything, talking about the business trip, talking about my birthday, talking about the bachelorette bombshell that happened last night. But yeah, I'm just kind of blanking right now and going, please, I hope I don't screw up my eyeliner. I also feel like I just spent the majority of this video rambling, and I don't know if I stayed on like the same train of thought and like finished my trains of thought. So I apologize if you're like confused as to what I'm talking about at a certain point, because I don't know, I'm probably confused as well. Now I'm just gonna apply some mascara, my Voluminous Million Lashes. Okay, so I just applied a coat of that, and again, it's one of those things where you have to like put your face right up into the mirror to be able to do, so I can't like kind of keep talking through it. So now I'm just gonna pop on my very well used Art Wispies, again with like my face right up in the camera, so I will be right back. I also popped some of that brown eyeliner on my lower lash line too, and I think just for like, not for the business trip, even though, you know, like I said, I'm kind of trying to plan looks for that, but just for today, I'm gonna pop some glitter on my lower lash line as well. And I'm using this NYX Liquid Crystal Body Liner. This is in just the gold color. I don't know exactly what it's called. So I'm gonna pop this just kind of like along the inside here under my lashes, just to add a little bit of sparkle. You really gotta like scoop under your lashes, because these like dry very hard. And so now for lips, like I've just been having some issues with chapped lips lately, so I want to use something really moisturizing, and I'm going to be using this NYX Butter Gloss in the color Eclair. I think that's how you say it. I know it's a big good, and I probably like Eclairs, but I don't know how to say it. Probably no, I'm saying it right, I don't know. But yeah, I love this one. These glosses, if you haven't tried them, are like so moisturizing, and this one's a nice cool tone pink. They're also very like not sticky, and as I mentioned, part of what I'm doing today is going to the dentist, so you know, this will definitely help, especially with the whole like them stretching out my mouth thing. So now I'm just gonna set all of this with some of this Kula setting spray, and I actually got this as a sample, I believe, from Ulta recently. And I like the idea of it having sunscreen in it, but as you guys know, like, I'm so against chemical sunscreens, and I know this has chemical sunscreen in it, and I think like all the Supergoop like setting sprays have chemical sunscreen in them, and so I've like yet to find a makeup setting spray with sunscreen that is mineral only. So if you guys know of any that are, please let me know down below in the comments, because that's something I'm looking for. And based on all the, you know, search filters that I could do at both Sephora and Ulta and stuff, I have not found anything. So if there's like a different brand that, you know, isn't carried by one of them that I may not have heard of, let me know if you guys know of any sunscreen setting sprays that are mineral only. Please, seriously. All right, so I'm gonna cover my eyes because this does actually, because it's chemical sunscreen, sting your eyes a little bit. This actually might even be irritating my lips, and that's how much I hate chemical sunscreens, but I'm not wasteful. I'm not about to throw it out or anything, so I'm just using it up. And I literally just like swiped away part of my makeup on my chin. All right, so now I'm just gonna do my hair, because as you can see, I've had it pulled up, which is not cute looking, but I haven't done it yet. So I'm just gonna curl it real quick, and then I will be right back to end this video. Whew. Okay, so my hair is done. Because I have a window AC unit and it gets really, really hot when I'm using hot tools, and I can't run the AC because otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me. I had to just kind of do that off camera, let my AC run, and now turn it back off. The wonders of not having central AC. So yeah, I'm basically ready to go at this point. I wanted to thank you so much for sitting with me through this video, and I feel like I was rambling. I don't know, like I always wanted to do a chit chat, get ready with me, and I feel like, I don't know, I crammed too many topics into it or something. I don't know. I guess just to recap some of the bigger things. Yeah, I'm really excited about my business trip and hopefully getting to start a business. You know, even though I already work with my husband, it's definitely not like a career. So we're hoping to turn this into a career. And The Bachelorette, like I really hope that Hannah and Tyler work it out. Also, he's like a contractor and she did interior design. So like, hello, they could do like a show on HGTV or something together. Yeah, my birthday's coming up. I'm a Leo, and also comment down below and let me know what your sign is, because I'm always curious about that with people, because it just says so much about your personality, and I'm like such a Leo, so I want to know what you guys are, so comment your sign down below. And yeah, I'm just gonna get ready to go run some errands, like go get my teeth checked out and pick up bedding, and best of all, hang out with my friend Jillian that I haven't seen in probably years. So, and yeah, we've just also been doing like a lot of renovating around the house just to make it nicer, because I just kind of sometimes feel like I live in a closet and just everything's out and I'm tripping over things. So we've been trying to organize and, you know, renovate things a little bit, because this apartment's really, really old, and so a lot of stuff was outdated in it. And so let me know if you want a like little apartment tour. You know, I don't know how much within my rights I can do that, because it's not even my apartment, it's my family's apartment. But maybe if I get the okay from them, like I could give you guys a little apartment tour. It's going to be very humble. It's not extravagant. Like, again, this is real life. This is not YouTube, you know? So I'm going to keep it real with you 100%. Always. You can count on me for that. So yeah, again, thank you for spending time with me, getting ready. We'll probably be doing this a lot more because my life is turning crazy and I just want some stability right now. So yeah, alrighty. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't worry, we're gonna get back to doing the how to makeup series very soon. I just have some other, you know, videos and product reviews that I want to get out there. Let me again know if you have any requests. I know somebody requested the makeup look from my BH Cosmetics haul. So again, I'm going to try to find the time to film that. Like, I just have so many ideas. Like I said, I wish I could film like 2-3 videos a week, but that's probably going to be for the future once I'm a little more settled down and less hectic with my job. So I will link the how to makeup series right up here for you. If you want to keep watching, here's a couple more videos that you can check out. And then click on my face right here to subscribe to my channel. and especially keep your eye out for that 500 subscriber giveaway. We're getting closer and closer every day. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.